And then there's the Reverend Al Sharpton, the peacemaker. I have no words for him. Let him speak for himself. In an exclusive clip obtained from political consultant Stephen Marks, the Reverend is speaking at Keene College in New Jersey in 1992, specifically about police misconduct and the community's reaction.
All the human news lovers, all the panther lovers, all the doing the die, all the by any means necessary Negroes in Plainfield. I didn't see them stand up and do nothing. Oh, really? I don't believe in marching. I don't believe in that. I believe in offering the pig. Well, they got pigs out here. You ain't off one of them. What I believe in, I do. Do what you believe in. Or shut up and admit you've lost your courage and your guts to stand up. I ain't having no march. I believe in fight. Well, fight then. Ain't nobody holding you. I'm off the man. Off. Plenty crackers walk right around here tonight. Ain't nobody ever told you I knocked the gun out your hand.
Wow. Joining me now by phone is the man who provided us with that damning footage from 1992, Stephen Marks. So, Stephen, if this video has been around for so long, why has it taken this many years for it to finally come to the surface?
Well, you know, when Al Sharpton goes onto the mainstream media, like when he's on the O'Reilly Factor or Fox, he sounds very reasonable, or even on his own TV show. He comes off as just any old civil rights guy, you know, any kind of, you know, just a black leader trying to do good things. But then when he's preaching to the choir, he says things like that. It's kind of like, if you remember, David Duke was the same way. He just would sound like any old conservative when he went into the mainstream media. But when he's preaching to the choir, he just went crazy.
So he's speaking out of both sides of his mouth. And you can hear on the tape right there, the crowd's loving it. They're eating it up. They're clapping. They're hollering all about. It's pretty shocking. What do you make of this?
Well, back in the 80s and 90s in New York, Sharpton was doing these types of things regularly to divide the races. And what makes it even more of an abomination is that President Obama, during these cop shootings, when he needed somebody to talk to a black leader to be his point man on race, instead of going to Jesse Jackson, who, if you remember, brought Bill Clinton into his house in front of his people to denounce Sister Soldier and denounce black racism against white people, Obama instead chose Al Sharpton, a guy that's had a history of dividing.
You're exactly right. This guy is now the advisor for racial issues to the White House. Unbelievable. Stephen, very much thank you.
Okay.
All right, back with me next.